Coming to you once again from the Varsity Sports Bar and Grill. It is the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. There we go. Opening a cold beer. Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Carroll. It is a Friday, special Friday edition of the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. Lots of ground to cover today. So, Rob, let's go ahead and get right to it.
Oh, thanks, Dan.
What do you say?
Great introduction. We're back again. We were hoping to have another guest. We got to fill in. We'll get to that in a minute. The one guest I wanted was in Orlando for her birthday weekend, but we'll hear from her on Monday. More to come on that. Jason Kiefer, back to regulation time at the firehouse, which means he works once every 2 months instead of 4 days a week.
It's a lovely, lovely thing.
Welcome back to retirement.
We all make our vocational choices.
Yes. Yes, we do. It's a good time. It's a gloomy, shitty-ass Friday after a Bengals loss and some questions on our boy Burrow.
He's done for the season.
But that's what I heard, and he is my fantasy number one quarterback.
So,
well, you're fucked.
Which tells me my fantasy team is done for the season.
So I haven't had a chance to listen to any talk radio today, but the vibe that I'm getting is
sounds of what? Were you on the radio? Because nobody ever listens to talk radio.
The season is over. Got to start looking at draft picks, all this crap. I say it's time for some of these dudes to step up. It's time to see, let's get A.J. McCarron is there. He's on the practice squad.
Yep.
Suit him up, coach him up, get him ready to go.
I don't understand why he isn't the fucking second string fucking quarterback.
Why
is Jake Browning the fucking guy?
I think that's a good question.
She's the first string,
I think
first
it's
lady.
age.
Oh, the voice you hear is our boy Jimmy, JR. We picked him up. He was discounted from McDonald's. He is in town for the Special Olympics relay.
100%.
JR.
Oh, shit. Nobody told him to rule either. As soon as you say
shit,
that,
yeah.
you have to
got to drink, man.
Oh, for God's sake.
I got a drink.
Is there a rule against that with kids like him?
Oh, it's Friday.
But
God damn it.
I don't want to hear all this talk about how the season's over, even though it probably is. But there's 7 games to go. Get them out there. If you're on the Bengals and you play defense, step the fuck up. Start tackling some guys. Get some turnovers. Play some smash mouth football. If you're on the offense, fucking block somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Ooh, that a boy.
Joe Mixon is good. Open up some fucking holes. Get the job done. Don't sit around with your thumbs up your asses and say, "Oh, Joe Burrow's not here. We might as well just start making plans for the offseason."
Rob, I have to tell you,
we were going to go PG-13 this episode.
I'm excited.
Fuck that,
Dan's fired up.
This is the time. It's times like this when you got to find out what the fuck you're made of.
Dan,
you're going to fold up and just mail it in for the rest of the season? That's bullshit.
Will you do me a favor?
What?
Will you stand up real quick? Let the audience see your attire so they know why you're coming to the table hot, bothered, and pissed. Dan just got paroled this morning from the Ohio State Penal Institute.
What? I got my one more and I'm out of here.
You're denim on denim, man. I haven't
what's wrong
seen
with
that
that?
since the 50s and 60s. Are you fucking kidding me?
What's wrong with that? I'm comfortable.
Don't make fun of the Canadian tuxedo.
That's like early 2000s Timberlake.
I don't care. I'll wear whatever I
New
want.
Kids on the Block are coming back next year. You got tickets?
I don't have a sports coat like the one you have on.
It's all right.
For good reason.
Well, I picked up your drapes you threw out yesterday and made a coat out of them.
I love how fired up Dan is today.
I'm
we don't
just saying,
normally see this. I love it.
It's called football. All right.
Foosball.
It's called overcoming adversity. So I don't want to hear all this mealy mouth hemming and hawing around. You got 10 days to get ready for the next game.
You sounded like my fucking grandpa right
Really, Mel.
Fucking get to work. Get to work. Stop talking about Joe Burrow. He's not there anymore. Get to work.
Make it work.
Can I chime in?
Yeah, go ahead, JR.
So look, last time, the game before last against Houston. Mixon was rushing for like an average of 6 yards per carry, and it was like they didn't use him. I don't understand it. Mixon this year has something to prove, and I don't understand why they are not running him. Run Mixon down your throat.
Last night he was killing it.
And
we get a backup quarterback, and then we continue to throw.
Right.
We cut off the run. You know what? I posted it. I was pissed. Zach Taylor, give up the fucking OC job, manage the team,
right,
and fucking move on.
Right. Like it's. And by the way, I'm gonna throw in here. I played in a celebrity softball tournament, and I gave up a home run to Mixon, and I'm still regretting that. I don't think that ball ever came down. It's still floating somewhere in space.
I've got friends that gave up a home because of
You
Mixon.
shouldn't be regretting that. That should be a point of pride.
Well, but I also,
Joe
Evan,
Mixon took me deep.
he did.
Oh,
But I did
don't
strike
say
out
it that
Evans. I did strike out Evans, and he is not a good running back because I feel like every time he gets in the game, he has no idea what the hell is going on. I mean, it's like Burrow has to call a timeout because Evans is lost. Like somebody.
Well, we have
Give this
to
guy a play
delay this fucking podcast 15 to 20 minutes every time because Dan's lost.
I was here.
he was
I
actually
was
here.
here.
I know.
on time.
He snuck in like a fucking ninja, though.
How
It
was
fuck-
he?
it
Did
fucked
not-
me up.
I simply walked in the door.
Yeah, everybody thought it was some old person from the New England club across the street because of the denim on denim and the gray hair.
He walked in the door, did not say hi, so I didn't know he was here. So
I came back here to do my part of getting set up for the podcast.
as you should, and I appreciate you.
Thank you
for
very
that.
much.
Good job, Dan.
But how about our boy Dave Portnoy,
Oh,
who's got his panties all in a twist because he laid down 120 grand. Look, Dave Portnoy is the founder of Barstool Sports. If this guy doesn't have 120 grand in his couch cushions, that's on him. Hey, the guy should have money coming out of his ears. So he lays down a $120,000 bet. Joe Burrow actually played pretty good during parts of that game last night. He hurt his hand, and now he's filing a class action lawsuit
Whoa, where were you?
against the Bengals and the NFL,
Too much hooch.
saying they didn't disclose that Burrow was hurt before the game.
But I think there is a little bit of credence to that in the fact that the video that the Bengals put out with him having some type of brace on his right hand, and then they immediately deleted it. But it was found. So if the Bengals didn't do what they're supposed to do and disclose an injury, then
that's being investigated by the league, by the way.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You know who the classless organization is in the NFL? It's the fucking Baltimore Ravens. The cocksucker they interviewed at the end of the game last night. Everybody's chanting, "What Bengals suck," and then he's saying, "Well, Burrow, I mean, football, man, you got to get up on it." Our D gets up on it. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, you prick. Secondly, Portnoy's lawsuit is misdirected. He needs to sue the NFL and Goodell. The NFL is fucking WWE on Sundays nowadays. If you look at it, and I'm not even talking about the Bengals game. I've noticed this before, and I've talked about it before. I think I talked about it last year. There are predetermined outcomes that have been chosen by Goodell. And I don't know where it comes from. I know it comes from the top, but it goes to the refs. Those motherfuckers influence the shit out of games, but calls, no calls, and the other shit they pull, they pick games. Watch these fucking games. There is no consistency. Everything's subjective. There is nothing that is consistent about these fucking calls, and they shade it to whatever fucking storyline the NFL wants to promote. Now it's because fucking a dickhead Kelsey's banging Swifties. So, KC's on the comeback train, and Baltimore, oh shit.
So to your point, and I think we've talked about it before, they'll find players for late hits or whatever.
Yeah.
These players get envelopes with a fine. Why are we not finding the fucking refs when they make bad fucking calls? Especially, like you said, they're changing the trajectory of the game.
They should make them wear a different color zebra outfit just so you know who the fucking shit ass ref is. Like put pink and fucking yellow stripes on their asses. Oh yeah, that guy sucks. Holy
But
fuck.
they're human. They
or
make
the
mistakes.
DUI license plates. Not that many. Yeah, a mistake is one time with a 15-year-old getting ready to turn 16 in a week.
How many
Not
mistakes?
every fucking night.
How many
There was
mistakes can you make in your job? All of us. How many mistakes can you make in your job before you get fired?
Give them
probably zero.
give them DUI license plate colors.
Maybe
Well, if you're a meteorologist, you can
all the time.
Yeah, no problem.
But you can. I mean, yeah. There's a little credence there. Like, all right, yeah, you fucked up. All right, so now you have your mediation, and we talked about it. You got your verbal counseling.
Bosco, I agree with you.
Work your shit out, right?
Every Power 5 school.
But when you are changing, I mean, it's millions of dollars, and you are completely changing the outcome of a game. If I fuck up at work in the firehouse,
That's a life.
something happens bad. Now, would I get fired right away? Now, if it was egregious, yes. But if it was just something that happened, yeah, there would be definitely. We have verbal counseling, written counseling, all the way up, suspension. progressive discipline.
Is that why you don't?
These
work much?
motherfuckers, shut up, Rob. You never work.
Well, supposedly these officials get reviewed all the time, but some of the phantom pass interference calls against the Bengals yesterday, complete crap.
Yeah.
Who was the
There
guy?
was a pass interference where the guy didn't even the Bengal player.
There was no contact.
Never touched him.
There was no contact.
They called a pass interference on a fucking defensive player that was on the sideline yesterday. Oh, wait a minute. My bad. That was that championship game with Seattle.
And this isn't even like just Bengals like boohoo. We're boohooing. Like it's the NFL total, like across the board.
And they cut a deal with
Every
the
game
WWE
sucks.
now. Tell me there's not a coincidence there.
Well, there was the one play where the Bengals player caught the ball. He caught the ball. He got tackled. Him and the defensive player were rolling over. At one point, while he was rolling over, he had possession of the ball. His back was flat on the ground. So at that point, he's down, but the rolling continued. And then when he got the other side down, that's when the ball came loose.
Was that the one with Ingles
and they called that,
whatever?
and they wound up
Irwin.
calling that not
Irwin.
a catch.
Yeah.
How is that not a catch?
Because they said he was bobbling it.
That's complete bullshit.
That's what I thought. I thought
He
it was
had possession of it
100%.
when he went.
God
damn it.
JR, quit. You got to drink too, asshole.
Hey, real quick,
What-
we're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit this really quick and early. But one of our buddies, Dan Varner, one of our sponsors, is in the chats.
Uh-oh.
Says, "Come drink your Bengals SARS away with me tonight." Legendary Run Clubhouse,
That
8
guy
to
can't
11.
even sing.
Well, why don't you grow a pair, Dan, and come up here on the show? Come on.
I actually
Let's go.
almost got him up here with JR over here.
Yeah.
We were goating him. I
We were
may
trying
go to
to.
Legendary if anybody's interested.
Dan Varner knows where we are.
Come on, Dan.
Come on, let's go.
Come get you some.
I love it.
100.
Everybody at the table, raise your glass.
There we go.
Can I get a one?
Can I get a
two,
yeehaw?
Free-
100%, baby.
Will ever be.
Everybody drink.
I heard that song on the radio.
Hundo. Let's do a hundo.
We can do 12 beer hunt.
Ohio
Those
Valley
aren't free.
Productions, Varner Netherton Revival.
Yes.
He's awesome with us.
Legendary, baby.
Treats us well. Thank you for being in the chat, sir.
He's decent.
I think he's awesome because he's one of our sponsors and he's great.
Oh, he is. He is.
And he lifts up the speaker so I don't have to do it. I do want to. Let's just take the moment. Let's stay on the Varner train here.
Uh-oh.
Speaking
Varner
of
train.
trains, you know what comes out around Christmas time? Trains.
Yeah.
Holiday trains. The Varner Foundation for Children and Families. We want to take a moment to talk about foster care. We believe those who open their hearts and their homes to take care of kids are among the most special of our friends and neighbors. It can be a strain on anyone's budget. And sadly, more than half give up in their first year of fostering because the resources just aren't there. That's where the Varner Foundation comes in. A 501c3 nonprofit, the Varner Foundation enables foster care agencies to help in a hurry. A car repair, a prescription, an extra bed, even a new pair of shoes. And many times, a single phone call gets it done. 100% of the money donated to the Varner Foundation goes to the mission, period. You heard that right. The first thing I said. You can help make a difference in a child's life today. Donate to the Varner Foundation. That's the varnerfoundation.org. varnerfoundation.org.
Oh my God.
Come and get you some. Hee-haw. The other one was 100% too. That's 2 drinks.
Come and
Oh,
get you some.
That's such a beautifully written spot. Thanks for reading
Did
that.
Dan
Rob.
write that?
No,
Chat GPT did.
Paula. Paula wrote it.
Oh.
Speaking of football, again, Varner, this is the only coup de grace I have with coming out to Legendary tonight. Is
He said, Varner said, "Nice job." Rob even sounded somewhat professional. It's few and far between, my man. We try to make you look good, but when he reads it, it's
give it time, Varner. When I get the fuck out there, it may not be professional, buddy.
I love it.
You know what's on tonight is Anderson High School. They're playing Withrow. We got Chris Henry's kid for Withrow, the mighty Anderson, not Redskins. What are they?
Raptors, the Raptors.
Raptors,
They're the
Baby
Raptors.
Birds,
Hey, when I
Robins.
graduated from Anderson, we were Redskins.
No, you were GED. What was Live Oak's
Damn
fucking
I wasn't
mascot?
Live Oaks.
What was Live Oak's mascot? Was it a
We
wrench?
didn't have a live.
Fucking
There were so
wrench.
many of us that were like, just show up and you're good.
Live Oak's home ec, baby.
Now, once a Redskin, always a Redskin.
Heck yeah. Once a Redskin, always a Redskin. Let's go, baby.
Let's all get in there, man. Let's get it all going on for Indigenous People Day coming up.
It already passed.
I know. So did
Next
the
So
Red-
he's talking about next year.
so did the Redskins. Anderson High School versus Withrow tonight. Chris Henry's kids playing for Withrow.
Big game, teeing it up at Princeton.
Yep. Anderson's been kicking some ass.
Yeah.
I like the prospects, but that Henry kid, man, I heard he looks like he got hit by a car on the way into the stadium, but once he takes off, he is fast as shit.
Jesus, I know exactly what you did there.
Oh, fuck. I did
You
that
piece
totally.
of shit.
He didn't get hit by a car, man. He fell out of a truck.
You are a complete piece of shit.
It
though,
wasn't
'cause
intentional.
that's where you were going.
He walks like he got
Wow.
kneecapped.
That's where you were going.
But he is fast as
You
shit.
piece of
So I'm curious what the hell happens tonight. I'm going to be tuning in on the app that I have pirated from friends of mine that shall remain nameless.
I think there's
I am told that the Ohio High School Athletic Association has really cracked down on
Where's this going?
independent podcasters of the game. Or I want to almost said broadcast. It's not a broadcast; it's a podcast. And I guess OSHA is podcasting the games themselves, and you have to subscribe or pay a fee or something like that so you can watch the games. And
Are you saying OSHA like occupational safety?
no,
and health
Ohio
and-
High School Athletic Association.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to know if you knew what that meant.
I do know what it means.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say that, Dan. It's going to be a big game tonight, 7 p.m. kick.
I think there's some people that are going to be streaming it somewhat close to where we are.
Go Redskins.
Raptors.
Well, I'll have to see what happens.
You gotta be like this with your small arms. Raptors.
Yeah. Oh, T-Rex. So we've interviewed Sarah J from sarahj.com, local graduate. She graduated Anderson? I can't remember.
Turpin, I believe.
Friend of mine, grew up with her. I've known her.
Such a good friend of yours. You don't even know where she went to high school.
I know all the high schools she went to. I just can't remember which one she graduated from, dickhead. And I think it was in Butler County. Grew up with her, known her forever. Avian Hall of Fame porn star 2017 or 18. We had her on the podcast last June.
Was actually a very, very good interview.
It was. I spoke to Sarah. Her birthday was 3 days ago. I wish her a happy birthday. Tried to get her on tonight. However,
Keep up the good work there, Sarah.
I did solidify Sarah's going to be on Monday night. We're going to do a little catch up, maybe 15, 20 minutes of play time on the phone at 5:45 while she's driving.
Ooh.
And also, I did throw out a little breadcrumb. I may be going to Clearwater Beach towards the end of December or January sometime. And I'm going to bring some gear, and hopefully Sarah will meet me, or I'll meet her in between Miami and Clearwater. And we'll do a live podcast with Sarah, probably in a sunny locale with some drinks. It'll be me, my Hogue, my designated driver, Griffin, now that he's 16, and one Sarah J, and anybody else that cares to join in. So be here Monday night, 5:45 is when Sarah's going to be on. We're going to catch up, see what's going on.
I'm
You're knowing
excited,
some old acquaintances.
excited to reconnect.
I am too. And I'm going to show that photo. I don't know if we put the photo up when I interviewed her of her 8 or 9-year-old birthday party where I'm sitting there and she's getting ready to blow out the candles and I'm fucking holding a knife and fork, getting ready like a fat kid should to cut that cake and eat it. Phenomenal. I got that picture. Sarah sent me it again. It's quite entertaining. So I'll put that up there too, so you can see me.
It'll be lovely. Everybody will be enthralled with seeing you.
Everybody should be enthralled with seeing me, Keith. I carry the podcast.
Yeah, you do. You absolutely do. I like the fact that you said you're going to take gear. I want to see how you set all this shit up.
No, I'm not taking all that shit. I'm taking my laptop. It's got a front-facing camera.
Exactly.
We'll be using AirPods.
Just use an iPad.
There you go, man.
Easier.
That's all.
Easier.
I'm not carrying that. Griffin is my Sherpa. That's what 16-year-old kids are for.
I love the fact that you're going to set some shit up. We'll see. Everybody stay tuned
How many
at the
phone
end of
calls do you think you
December
get?
if he gets this if he actually does this and follows through with it.
You and Sarah J in sunny Florida. That'd be fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
Jason,
Good
how
times.
many phone calls do you think you get from him? Like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that.
Well, he doesn't try. So I get zero because he doesn't want to know.
I don't want to know. I'll bring my laptop. It'll
You
be
too.
fine. Now, the only time Jason gets phone calls when I'm out of town or he's out of town is like 1:30 in the morning when I'm walking home drunk as shit.
It's fucking idiot.
And I'm FaceTiming him. He's in Destin, Florida on a fucking balcony at 1 in the morning. I'm like, Keith, I'm walking home from the varsity. There's a cop over at Nagel School. Keith,
There's a coyote.
Keith, I think
That's
there's a
getting ready to
coyote up
attack
there
me.
by the sidewalk waiting for me. It's
This-
a fucking yard sign
So-
for a dojo.
Shoot it.
JR,
Yes.
to answer your question,
Well, I like how you did that.
that's the answer. I get fucking drunk phone calls. Hey,
Okay.
are you good tonight? What are you doing tomorrow?
Hey,
Well,
Keith,
I'll probably see you at the varsity. So
Keith, Kiefer, I got an air horn. Go outside. Tell me if you can hear it from my house a mile away.
That was actually
Hey,
kind of that
all
was
I
actually
can
kind of
say-
Now
legit.
that you know me, my regular job, you can call me after midnight because I'm usually awake.
I'm normally awake
FaceTime,
too.
Whatever you need.
I'm awake when Dano's off at midnight, and Wednesdays, Thursdays.
And you just hit me up.
I was going to say, I'm glad I don't get those phone calls.
Faulknerator said, "Tell Rob not to give us empty promises." So you said it, so now you have to do it.
I haven't been out of town, and we're not going out of town this Thanksgiving. Griffin and I are bypassing because Florida's sucking dick, going to the Florida State game in Gainesville. We're going to wait, maybe matriculate south around Christmas time. Sounds great.
We will see how that works out.
Well, put it this way, we can split drive time. I'm going to have to drink in the car on the way just to tolerate riding with his ass. I can't do it sober.
Well, what? Because he actually drives sensible, and you drive like a goddamn maniac.
Now, need I remind
Like
you,
a bat out of hell.
he also applied to the Rally House
You've ridden.
in Kansas.
I have ridden with him. I know.
You fucking applied to Rally House in Kansas. And
What's
said he
wrong with
wasn't above the age of 16 when he was 16 and a half. Because he thought it meant 17.
Why weren't you helping him with that job application? Is my question.
I figured he could read and write. I mean, Jesus, it's not that
Well,
hard.
It's your son.
My dad didn't fucking chew my food at 16 and spit it into my mouth either.
It's your son, though.
Does he go to public school?
Yes.
No, that's why.
Live Oaks.
Wow. I graduated from there. Damn it.
I
Hey,
know.
Bosco wants you to stop. If you go down I-75, stop in Macon, and Bosco will hang out with you.
Is he fucking in Macon, Georgia?
Yeah.
That's a good pull-off point, too.
Boom, nailed it.
Bosco, 513-659-8892. Shoot me a text. Make sure I got your address, bro. I will need a pit stop probably because Griff will be driving, so I'll need to drink before he takes over. And we'll just let him finish out the northern part of Florida into Clearwater.
There you go.
I love it.
Good.
See, look at all the networking that's happening.
Can we talk sex again, Keith? I think you got a sexual.
Oh yes,
Whoa.
yes.
Oh, here we go.
Sexual healing.
So this is apparently a theme for our podcast, only because we're getting all the ammunition,
She is cute too.
and I feel like that if we don't talk about it,
What, it'll stop happening?
I feel we're doing a disservice.
It helps to get it out.
We're doing a disservice.
like
for
I
all
don't
of-
think it's going to stop happening because
It's like a zit. You got to pop the fucker to make it feel better.
no, but this has been happening for as long as there have been
so
teachers and as long as there have been students.
So another South Carolina teacher accused of illicit tryst with teen. She ruined our son's life.
I like
the mother
dark hair.
says.
I like
Ruined
the
your
dark-
son's life. Wow.
Actually,
made
I
him a
think she
man.
made it better, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna read a piece of this just a little bit. Former South Carolina teacher arrested Wednesday for preying on a 17-year-old high school football player, according to local news station. Married mother of two, Reagan Anderson, 27, is facing 2 counts of sexual battery.
Can I read this part?
Yes.
Quote,
What do you want to read?
quote, he should be 100% focused on being a fun-loving football-playing young man, but this predator has robbed him of that ability. No young quarterback or athlete is safe in our community if this woman is free, the outraged mother continued. I was focusing on the 100%. That's twice. So 2 drinks.
That's 2 drinks.
And he's a quarterback. Johnny Football.
Do you remember
See, they must listen to our podcast because they're using that 100 thing.
we're hitting an algorithm
Tell you
somewhere.
what, though,
somewhere. But again,
that picture of her there with her family's a pretty good picture.
She
I've
looks
said-
like she's in high school.
I've said it multiple times. Where in the fuck was she when I was in high school?
Right?
She was
'cause
with us.
I would have totally fucking banged that, but I wouldn't have said a fucking word
Not
to a
told a
single
soul.
person.
Yeah.
And these idiots.
Fuckers.
So I made the joke. I
What
was
does
like,
that say about her husband?
I was
though,
like,
man?
she probably could have went all the way through the football team, and the poor kicker got
Says-
fucked over.
It says small penis. If you look at this crotch shot, man, I don't see any definition there, baby.
But yeah, so we got hit with another one of those. So of course I'm grabbing onto it. I can't help it. Now that's my little.
How old
shtick.
was the kid, Keith?
17.
Oh God.
How old was
damn.
she?
That's almost that's
27.
27.
27, 10 years.
That's age of consent, man. Just because she's a
Yeah.
teacher,
It's
that's
only 10
horse
years
shit.
different.
No shit. Don't get me wrong, man.
But if she would have waited till it was 18, then this wouldn't even be a story.
No, actually, if he was 18, still a senior, and she was a teacher, she is fucked still.
Bosco says, "What do we expect from a horny ass teen? Going to offer it up? Expect him not to take it? I agree. I completely agree.
Right?
Now
you gotta-
he just needs to shut his mouth.
You gotta-
Well,
that's the
no,
problem.
if I was 17 and I was banging that, I'd be telling people about it.
Nah.
Yeah, but see, that's a problem.
You would.
Loose lips sink ships, my man.
A note to everybody on
I
the
know.
podcast.
I'd be like, well, I got mine.
I know you were
Sorry
Air Force.
about your luck.
I know you were Air Force, but
But
loose
look-
lips.
but
sink
Whoa!
Note to
Look what
everybody.
I was hitting.
Everybody listening to the podcast, don't tell Dan
That's exactly
secrets.
what that kid was doing.
Don't tell Dan secrets.
I'm just, and I've said this before. If you're a teacher and you think you can have sexual relations with students, then you're stupid.
I'd go with their parents, like fathers.
You're stupid.
Rob Herking, by the way. 513-659-8892. I'm hung like a 17-year-old.
Oh, for God's sake.
I can be, Dan, if it's cold outside, damn it. I fluffed
Oh
before a
my
fucking
God.
physical exam before to get more pronounced. Oh, God. She is cute, though. I like the dark hair, man. A little contrast and that white sweater outfit.
I just find it amusing. I mean, it's literally been almost 3 podcasts in a row
Yep.
that we're getting this type of shit.
RJ, I've got
And I
an
want to
issue.
yell at all of the fucking high schoolers.
I've got a
What do you got?
penchant for brunettes.
Yeah?
That's my thing, man.
You like brunettes?
I do.
Yeah.
Dan used to be one.
It's only a $2,500 bond, though. So that I don't think this judge is taking this very seriously.
Yeah, with all the 20 she made off that kid, she should be out by now. $20, Dano.
Oh.
Remember I showed you that in the parking lot the other day?
Showed
of-
me what?
Oh shit.
A lot of fun shit going on. Guess what we got going on?
Emotional attachment, I think.
We got another fun-filled fuck me in the ass college pick'em weekend.
Ooh.
How'd you do last week, by the way?
Dan, you can go fuck yourself.
Jason, I think that means
I don't think I picked shit. I think because you were too fucking busy and Kiefer had to go celebrate Thanksgiving early. Fuck off. I know the kitten. You can't hear it. They got kitten instead of the tiger roaring because my picks sucked dick. So I'm going to do 3 games. We got a little teaser tonight.
Let's hope that it gets this.
I don't know what it was either. It sounded like
he doesn't have headsets on. He can't hear.
Yeah, that's you can't have that camera.
oh, that you? It sounded like a fucking airbag deployed over here. Holy shit. Or he blew up his dick in like a
Hey-o.
Reebok fucking pump and it went out.
Looking at that teacher.
Shit. I'm looking at the teacher still, not my picks.
And she teaches at a private Christian prep school.
Hey, look,
I'll let her teach my private anytime. Make it Christian,
Hey-o.
Jewish. I don't care, baby.
if she sat on my lap, I could probably lift a lot.
Reagan
scientifically
Anderson.
speaking.
Hey, Reagan, you can call my private to prayer anytime, baby. 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, sundown, sun up.
So if she posted that $2,500 bond, where do you think she is tonight?
At his house.
Watching the football game. Friday Night Lights, baby.
With her husband and the kids?
What?
Friday
Watching her
Night
man.
Lights. No shirt on. Friday Night Lights.
Watching her man quarterback the team.
Hey, honey, should we order some pizza tonight?
Oh my
my
God. All right.
I
Here you
feel
go.
sorry for that. I feel sorry for the husband.
Here's the deal.
That's
Anderson,
terrible.
the woman, allegedly sent the teen nude photos on Snapchat. I know we got a large reach here because we are worldwide. Anybody has those nude photos and they want to forward it to one more and I'm out of here at gmail.com. Please feel free.
For educational purposes.
Yes, we just want to see what kind of content
Little
they're,
research. Got to do
they're
your
promoting
research.
nowadays. We don't want the kids' photos if those happen because that is pandering child pornography. We want the 27-year-old chicks' photos.
The first of 2 alleged assaults occurred on October 22nd on Bunchford
He
Road.
did it twice.
And the second incident happened in a parking
This is
lot
my favorite. Right
on
here.
October 28th outside the Pizza Hut.
You
Nothing's
fucking banging it out in the backseat of a car in a Pizza Hut parking
Wow.
lot.
What was it? The old
Good
school
on
Pizza Hut, though?
yeah, they got great
But
breadsticks.
no, you don't talk about the old school Pizza Hut with like
Yeah.
the chandeliers.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
Oh, you can eat breadsticks.
That
and
shit's
shit?
romantic.
that. But those are the cool. Those
Yeah.
are the good Pizza Huts.
This is the parking lot of a Pizza Hut,
That's
not
nos-
inside.
But
That's fucking nostalgia, though.
But
She's
I'll
too
tell you
young.
what.
it was romantic. They got the pizza buffet. That's what it was. They got the buffet.
As soon as I read Pizza Hut in this article, I was like, "Oh, that guy's a baller."
You stay classy there, Reagan Anderson.
I might have to go up to the original Pancake House in nostalgia
Oh,
purposes
boy.
and sit where our original Pizza Hut
Right.
once laid at 8 Mile on Beachmont.
What's like the last one that we brought up, 2 or 3 shows ago. She actually had the balls to go to the kid's house while the
Yes.
parents were gone.
Okay.
That's ballsy as
yeah,
fuck.
that is.
Why,
It is.
why'd you bring a morning after pill and fucking alcohol, Mrs. Anderson?
Well, that one teacher a few years ago actually got pregnant by the student she was banging and had his kid.
While in prison,
And then
right?
and then waited for him or her, or he waited for her to get out of jail.
Shit, Seattle.
And now they're living together.
Nancy or fucking
What was
some-
her
Is that
name?
that famous
Tano,
one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's really famous.
Yeah, yeah.
some Tino or whatever. It was fucking like 90s.
The original one. She's dead. I've actually looked into this.
Really?
Is she dead?
Mary Kay Letourneau.
Yes,
That's it.
Letourneau.
She's dead.
She passed
She
away.
is?
She's dead.
She got out of
What
prison,
happened?
had another kid with the guy.
Yeah, and she died. Like
How'd she
she's
die?
gone. I don't know. I
She-
didn't look that far
She
into it.
died during childbirth.
Were they doing carotene shit?
But she was like, that was the first one you ever
Yes.
fucking heard about.
Yeah,
And you're like, young, you're like, holy shit.
that's the first one.
Why is this not happening?
That's the first one you heard about. That
Then you look at
actually happened.
And you look at every teacher and you're like, oh, you want to fuck me, don't you? Oh, you want to fuck me, don't you?
That's where every fucking high schooler
But yeah,
turned narcissistic.
Mary Kay Letourneau, that was like the
Yes.
big one. And it was a
She went to-
Filipino kid.
She went to prison for
She
like
wasn't
6
even that hot,
years.
was she?
No, she looked like a fucking modern house.
She was Sissy Spacek and Carrie. She could be attractive. You might have to needle it a little bit.
Hey, boys,
Squint.
where's the restroom at around here?
It's over that way.
That way?
Yeah, the public restroom.
I didn't know you guys kept going that way. I didn't know there's a secret back in the back.
There's a secret back there.
Yeah.
Oh, should I go that way?
Can't tell you what it is, though.
There's a guy back
Find out
there.
for myself.
If I told you, I'd have to kill
Well,
you.
you'd have to walk in front of the fucking camera.
It could be fun, scientifically speaking.
Shut the door on your way out.
All right.
You're fucking
Love
fucking
you.
with me about being an engineer and you want to walk in front of the shot. You go that way. You go
Can
left.
I walk that way?
You go left.
What do I do with my hands?
You go left. Put your hands in your pocket.
Well, I have seen his penis, so there's not much to hold. Sorry, RJ. It was set up. It was a softball. I'm going to talk about the Golden Bachelor real quick before I go to the football pick'ems that I was rudely
What?
interrupted on.
Oh, you didn't send me that.
I'm just going to talk about it.
Why are we talking about that?
The Golden Bachelor star
What's up, boys?
has regrets about doing the show.
Jim and Mark studio audience over there.
Quote unquote, Dan, pay attention, present. I think I made a mistake. You know what your mistake was not going on The Bachelor with fucking 30-year younger chicks. That's your fucking mistake.
Well, wait a minute. He's a senior citizen.
Yeah.
So
What?
he's going to date senior citizens.
What dude doesn't want to fucking date some 30-year-old?
No,
Roll it
they're
around.
they're all old. They're
I
all
know,
old.
I know they're all old. He fucked up by going Golden Bachelor instead of regular Bachelor, where you get a bunch of fucking 30-year-olds that want to fuck.
He's got daughters who are almost 30 years old.
Well, good for him, Dan. He
I-
should hit on their friends, maybe to have less regret.
Well, a good family show like this, you don't want guys banging guys who are the age of his daughters.
I refuse.
That's all they do on that show. They just hook up and have sex, and then he decides which one he likes the best.
I refuse to watch that
I
fucking
don't watch
show.
that. I don't watch that bullshit.
I refuse to watch it.
You watch the fucking Masked Singer, Dan.
I do not.
What was the one show you watch? There's
We
some stupid
watch-
show that you guys watch at night.
My wife and I, we like Survivor,
That's so fucking 70s. Go ahead.
and we watch The Voice.
Pitfall, Fall Guy, and the
That's
voice.
it. That's it. The Voice.
What is the voice? Isn't that like everybody's back to him or
That's a
something?
singing competition.
Everybody's backs to him. The
Oh,
judges.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
those are called the blind auditions.
Why?
And then,
Because they can't
and then
see.
if the judges like the voice of the singer, they hit their button, they turn around, and then they get that singer on their team.
So
The
is-
voice isn't bad.
Is there a difference though if you're looking at the person singing, you just don't hear their voice? I mean, what is?
Well, that's
that?
why it's called the
'Cause
voice.
I can hear the
because
voice
you're
when I go to
judging. You're
concerts.
not judging them on their appearance. You're judging them on their singing ability.
Well, I've
Nothing else. That's the only thing you get.
Well, if you remember our podcast with American Idol, the fat guy from Hawaii, obviously his appearance wasn't killing shit.
Well, he's a good singer.
Yeah, he wasn't on The Voice. He was on American Idol
Well, I know. If he would have been on the voice,
with
he
our
probably would've
own
won The
John
Voice.
Wayne Hatfield, motherfucker.
Well, John Wayne Hatfield didn't make it out of California.
So what are you saying? Fat people shouldn't be on it. They should go
That's
on
not.
The Voice
That is
only?
not what I'm saying.
God, that
Why are you
is
calling
so
John Wayne
negative.
fat? He's not fat.
I'm not calling him that. I'm talking. Dan's got a stereotype.
I am
fucking-
not stereotyping anyone.
I love John Wayne.
Don't let him lead you down this primrose path, dude. It happens
So
every
far
time.
Full of shit.
He's a good guy.
When I explain this
They're
podcast,
nice
Those-
people. They're
those-
nice people.
Can I have one of those Miller lattes right there?
Dan
Yeah,
never
look,
pays for them.
Wow.
That's fancy talk.
I pay for him.
You don't pay for ours when you lose.
Do you need money for this, Dan?
when he was
I'm,
like,
I'm good, brother.
when he
No,
says
I'll
to
get-
my
what-
way of
what
thinking,
cost you about $1.25?
I'm good. I've got my own radio show. I'm good.
Wow. I'm good. No comment. No comment.
Oh my
I'll just keep
god.
I'll keep it quiet.
Oh
I mean,
shit.
Once I get clarification, then we can tell everybody, right?
I think Pee Wee's Playhouse book reading hour has more listeners than your fucking radio show, Dan. but
I don't think so.
I digress. Let's go pick them real quick.
I don't think so.
I'm going to fly through 3 games. Hold on just a second, JR, real quick. 3 games tonight. You ready, Mark?
Let's get it.
Tonight's game, USF, UTSA. UTSA is given 15. I'm taking USF. I don't think UTSA is going to, University of Texas, San Antonio, is going to cover the 15. So take it. Book it, Dano, USF. Over under 6.5. That's a lot of fucking points.
Is it USS South Florida?
Yeah, University of South Florida. The Bulls, baby. I almost went
Bulls?
there. Yeah. Started their football
That's
program.
a big AC matchup, isn't it?
Started their football program in 1996.
Or is that AAC or is that Great America Conference?
I think is it still a?
No, I don't.
I think it's American. Oh, fuck you, man. Carol.
It used to be Conference
Sorry,
USA
not you,
back
that-
in
or
the day.
Keith.
That's what I'm thinking. Conference USA.
Conference USA.
No, Conference USA still exists. That's the one I was thinking.
But it was because that's UC and all them. Yeah.
Yeah. Next one is University of Louisiana Monroe versus Ole Miss.
Oh,
Ole Miss is given 37 and a fucking half
Damn.
points. Ole Miss is going to take their fucking foot off the pedal. I'm taking UL Monroe. Take it, baby.
You taking the over?
I'm taking the
you're
underdog.
taking.
I'm taking
Monroe
the
and
underdog,
points.
getting 37 and a half.
Jesus.
Tomorrow, Louisville, Miami. Playing in Miami. It's a pick 'em. Pick 'em. 46 and a half over under. I'm not touching that. It's pretty fucking close. I'm taking Miami, though, because of home pick. Fuck Louisville.
Wow.
They do have a better coach than us at UC, but I'm taking Miami. I hate the Hurricanes. I hate that fucking gold chain shit. I just hate Crumrine, too, because he's a Hurricane fan.
What is it? The
Miami's
the
got a-
turnover chain? Or
Yeah,
something like that?
whatever it is. Some,
Yeah, but
some fucking
Miami's got a
stupid
good
shit.
team this year, though.
Fuck the Rock too. I just everything about Miami I hate, but on a pick 'em
Yeah.
at home and in fucking Miami, I'm taking Miami.
Do you know who the Rock supported for president? By the way,
Biden.
Joseph Robinette Biden.
Yeah.
I saw that video the other day. I couldn't believe it.
You can't just let it go with sports
How-
for a little bit, can you?
What do you mean? We've been talking sports
We're
almost.
fucking talking sports, Dan, and you
We've been
don't-
talking sports this whole podcast.
Okay, Dan, did you hear what he was interviewed? The Rock was.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people want him to run
He's-
in
yeah, he-
2024. And he said he hates politics. That's what he told.
Well, that's
what he said.
good.
But yet he has something to say. But he hates politics. Like, what the hell? You hate politics, but yet you have something to say about politics.
Well,
Like,
apparently he caught a lot of shit because he was, and the Rock's he's got to be, is he worth $1 billion? If not, he's got to be close to it. But he was out there telling people to send money to Hawaii
right.
after they had the fires there and all that.
Him and Oprah. Him and Oprah.
Yeah.
Yeah. it was
Two of the richest people on the fucking planet.
That could buy that whole island.
Where was
Yeah.
Obama? Obama was born there.
which miraculously,
No,
Oprah's-
he was born in Kenya.
Oprah's house was not touched.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
by-
Because it's up on the mountain.
Because Goodell made a call,
Praise God.
fucking told him put the wind the other way.
Hey, no, for real though. My brother-in-law lives in Maui. Your thoughts to those people out there? His boss lost absolutely everything, like everything. So I get what they were doing, but still, like, how about reach in your pocket, Rock and Oprah, and pull some money out instead of asking us?
Quit doing the crowdfunding.
Right. In this economy where I can't even go like get a thing of bread right now because it cost me $3-4.
No, you're absolutely correct, and I do with the Failure to Stop channel that supports us a ton. We do a Patreon down the pole fire thing, and one of the guys that I do that with used to work there and knows like the layout of the land, and he was like, "Dude, this is fucked up." Like from day one,
Right.
from jump, he was like, "They are fucking these people bigger than shit."
Man.
And then you end up firing your fucking emergency management manager.
Right.
He's gone.
Right.
Because he was nowhere to be
Right.
found. Couldn't fucking do his job.
What I worry about talking to my brother-in-law is like how much of this electric company that caused this fire is going to cover those people's loss. Like
Nothing.
Bankrupt.
you think they're going to?
They're not going to get shit. These poor
it's
people.
sad.
These poor people are not going to get shit
Like it's so sad
because
you
they're
know?
pushing blame. They're pushing blame everywhere outside of where it should be.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's. I remember I have another buddy of mine that works for Honolulu Fire Department, and
Sorry, Dan.
I don't know if you remember when
Sorry, what?
when the it hit the news where the nuclear alarm sounded for the island, somebody fucked up and hit the wrong button, like doing like a test or whatever. And they thought a nuke was coming to fucking hit Hawaii.
Well,
it reminds me of the
case,
pilots on that plane that crashed from China.
That was an actual missile launch from North Korea.
No, we're talking two different things. This was a complete accidental fucking thing.
I remember that one too.
That the emergency management guy
on Maui,
the director,
or in Honolulu.
It was on Honolulu, like
because there's no military on Maui,
right? So the fucking alarm went off for everybody.
Right,
the fucking the sirens went off, and it was because somebody hit the fucking wrong button on a keyboard.
Well, love that.
So I ended up I text my buddy. I'm like, how fuck's your world right now? He was like, dude, it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And
you know,
that guy ended up getting fucking shit canned.
Yeah.
Right.
As he should have.
Because they were doing like a scheduled test, but like it's supposed to be a closed test, not an open. Well,
right.
It went out to fucking everybody. So people were fucking scurrying,
right?
Thinking that they're fucked. So talking to him, being in the fire service, I was like, oh my God, I can't even imagine. He was like, dude, I'm running around like my hair's on fire. And he was like, even though I know it's bullshit, I still have to fix it.
Intended pun or no?
Intended pun.
All right. If that guy would have followed the sage advice of one James Stewart, R.I.P., I could not confirm or deny that the incident had taken place. Now, let me back up a little bit.
Like a true attorney.
Let me back up. This is a great fucking story for anybody that didn't read it.
So Jason, I just sent you an email.
In Mississippi, a grieving family was shocked at their relative's wake earlier this month when they claimed the wrong body was laid out in a casket wearing their loved one's clothing and jewelry.
What the fuck?
This is fucking great. So once we got in there and signed the books and everything, we were walking down to view her body, the woman told WLBT. I knew something was kind of off. I could tell that it wasn't her from far back. Another woman, the Robinson family said, was in the casket that they had chosen for Mary Jean and adorned in her attire, Mary Jean's attire, and accessories that they had painstakingly chosen to bury her in. They reported to the funeral person. They redirected him to James Stewart, who is not dead, by the way. The director, who claimed, I can neither confirm nor deny, but said that the family told him that they were pleased with Mary Jean's funeral. I don't know how you're pleased when you got the wrong fucking body and your dead fucking sister's clothing and jewelry in a casket you purchased for your dead sister.
Right.
But let me ask you this question. It did bring up a comment or goddamn.
Did you have a fucking stroke? It's normally Dan. Did you have a fucking stroke?
Right, bud?
It's a curiosity that I have. Let's say you go to that funeral, Kiefer, and it's one of your family members that is deceased, and you bring them clothing like their favorite fucking outfit, favorite watch and shit. And you show up at the funeral, and it's not your deceased relative, but that person is in the casket you bought for your family member, wearing your family member's clothing and jewelry. Very special.
Well, they got the wrong body, obviously.
And the funeral director says, oh, we got this. They take the casket out, dump the fucking wrong body out, put the fucking clothing back on unwashed with the jewelry in an unscrubbed casket that the other body was in. Are you not going to wake up the next morning thinking, there was another dead person in my fucking brother's casket or my dad's casket? Would that bother you or eat you? I mean, the clothing, we had a conversation about.
I mean, the scrubbing, like, do I need it clean?
I don't need
I don't know.
Scrub, but.
Is there a fee for that?
Right.
Yeah. Does it cost me more money? Because obviously I just went through this. So, like, everything is a paycheck.
And by the way, you wanted me to pay up front. We're going to revisit that fucking bill right now. I'm just curious about that.
But most importantly, has the family lawyered up?
I hope so, man.
I love the term. And Carly and Beignet, like, flips the casket. You just dump them out.
Well, we were talking earlier
Dump it
today.
out.
We were talking earlier today.
Hey, Rusty, what's the procedure on this?
You go to a buddy,
our buddy Rusty about that one.
Say we're all out and we're out of town. We're in a remote wilderness, and Dan's oldest. Let's use him as an example. He sharts himself, and he is out of clean underwear.
First of all, you and I being together in the remote wilderness is a scenario that will likely never happen. So let's establish that.
What's the over-under you guys make it?
It's a hypothetical here, Dan. Go with me.
Just saying.
for the sake of the audience. And you shart yourself because you're old and incontinent, and you have no clean underwear. You brought one pair. You thought it would survive. Kiefer and I have underwear. It's clean, but it's been worn multiple times.
If I go out of town, I usually bring multiple pairs. But go ahead.
All right, thank you. It might have a faint skid mark that wasn't thoroughly bleached out. Would you be willing to put that underwear, knowing it's clean but worn prior, with a little bit of a stain in the ass cheek area, on your body?
You're dead. Does it matter?
No, he's alive. We're camping. We're alive.
This was an actual question
yeah,
that came up today earlier.
We were talking about this earlier.
This is the weird shit that fucking goes through.
I'm so sorry I wasn't hanging out here when you guys were talking about.
I mean,
this.
could you wear somebody else's clean but yet used underwear?
Would you like my answer first?
Go ahead.
No, I won't.
You want my answer?
Yes.
Turn it inside out.
Well, it's probably been turned inside out if it's one of ours. I mean, fuck, let's be honest. It's got skinnies. It's got relics on both sides.
As I was packing for Clayton,
When you're doing that walk of shame, you're just putting that shit on quickly. You don't know if it's the right side.
You pull your pocket knife out and cut a box off the fucking flapper.
as I was packing for Clayton, every time I pack, and whenever Jill and I go out, vacation, or I went by myself this time, I had like multiple pairs of underwear. She was like, Jesus Christ, how much underwear do you need? I was like, dude, I never know if I'm going to shit myself.
Yeah.
So I need an extra pair of jeans, multiple pairs of underwear. I want to be fucking prepared. If I have to cut the underwear off and throw the jeans away, but I have another pair of jeans, good.
Why don't you do this instead, though? And this is a curiosity that just hit me right now. Instead of bringing extra underwear, why don't we just bring like flushable fucking ass wipes? Ooh.
But if I already shit myself, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you can free ball it for a fucking night.
Oh yeah, I mean, I could free ball it the whole fucking week. I don't care.
I mean, the cleanup's the
but
worst
I
part.
overpack. I mean, I overpack my stuff just in case. You never know. You can never trust a fart. Isn't that what they say? You can never trust a fart.
Well, especially at Dan's age. But another question, the follow-up.
That's where I was going. I was going down the free balling road.
Yeah.
I would not wear Rob's underwear. They wouldn't fit. I wouldn't wear Dan's underwear. They wouldn't fit.
They're thongs.
I wouldn't wear JR's underwear because they wouldn't fit.
Now let me throw this one out. Let's
I'm very particular about my underwear.
Let's say we get out of town.
I wouldn't wear them because I don't fucking want to.
Remote fucking location for 3 days, Dan. I know you're opposed to this, but nonetheless, go with it.
Why are we doing this?
You didn't bring deodorant, and we both have roll-on sticks.
Oh yeah, this is actually a good.
Are
question.
you able to utilize somebody else's roll-on stick, like an Old Spice or a fucking Speed Stick? There's going to be a fucking armpit hair hanging on that green, beautiful smell scent.
If we're out in a remote area in the woods for 3 days, then I'm not concerned about underarm deodorant.
Well,
especially if I'm just hanging out with you guys.
You're going to be killed like Piggy and Lord of the Flies, motherfucker. Because we need you
not
scented
concerned
well.
about it in the least.
I wouldn't be able to use it. I wouldn't be able
to put it on.
I can't do somebody else's fucking roll.
You get the fucking analogy, Dan. Could you put somebody else's deodorant on or not?
I'm not doing that. I got my own shit at home.
But if you didn't have any, I would go without. Like if I didn't have any, I'm not using.
I'll go without.
I'm not using yours.
It's like having a conversation with your fucking grandmother.
I might smell a little bit, but I've smelled my own shit before.
Yeah, what's different? What's different? That's why I keep petitioning not to sit next to him.
Joe Billy said, I haven't shit my pants since I was 2 years old. I couldn't fathom it being a valid concern enough to need an extra pair of undies in the event of a shart.
Jill, FYI, guys eat some fucked up shit like White Castles, Gold Star Chili, etc. on the weekend. So let's say you got a court appearance. I'm talking, Dan, on a Monday morning at 9 a.m. and you crack that fart at 8:45 on the way to downtown Cincinnati, and you're like, damn it, you're walking to the courthouse, and it's like, fuck, it doesn't feel right.
Right.
And you discover, well, suit pants are pretty fucking sheer. I had never checked my fly so many fucking times as I did that morning. The slightest breeze, it wasn't making me hard. It was making me think my zipper was down. It happens, damn it.
It's because you still had the poopy sweats. You were
it was
still
bad.
sweating.
I cut that shit off in the bathroom, man. And oh, fuck.
I got a question because this is my first time here. I just had a friend text me. So we're live on YouTube, right?
Correct.
Right now. What's the
YouTube.com. One more, and I'm out of here.
One more than that. Okay.
One more and I'm
All
out of
right.
here. See the logo shit on the background?
Yeah, I sent him the picture, but
Okay.
he's like,
Yeah.
"What's it on?" I'm like, "YouTube."
It's on fucking
Oh
YouTube.
shit!
Just
No,
search
no,
it.
it's on YouTube, but it's Rob Herking's Sensational Friday Night podcast.
That's
Yeah,
exactly.
Quit
what
talking
it
about
is.
your OnlyFans, brother.
One more and I'm out of here. That's our YouTube channel.
those are
Yeah, yeah.
beautiful big
Hey,
feet and small cock.
I know we were talking about sports earlier, but did we talk about this? I might have been blacked out because I black out a lot.
Dan does it too on the podcast. Don't worry about it.
Did you know the NFL is investigating the
Yeah.
Bengals?
Yeah,
Have we talked about that yet?
we did. We
Because
touched on it.
Thanks
here's
for,
why.
thanks for being part of the podcast today.
Did we talk about that?
We talked about that. Yeah, Portnoy and his class action lawsuit, and,
About
the NFL's investigating because
A
Joe
bur-
should have been on the Hurt Report.
right? Yeah, yeah.
You know what the greatest
Look,
is?
I
Is
blacked
Carol
out.
is
So that's
calling
all
him
right.
out. Carol's
It-
calling him out on this. Keeper.
But it
Calling
can't-
out who? Who am I calling out?
You of all people to call him out
I-
on
it
missing
came
a
across my
fucking
phone,
small
right?
little point.
Dan,
No, I'm
Dan.
backing you up on this one.
I feel like he needs a hug. I feel like he needs a hug.
I
Who
could
needs
tell
a
a
hug?
You know
story.
what else, Dan? They said that if it is
Rob
true,
Herking is very needy.
if it
That's
is
fact.
true, the Bengals will lose a draft pick. That's not a
that's
good
not
thing.
good.
That's not good at all.
That's not good at all.
You know, especially because we need running back because Evans and Williams are not the answer for Mixon.
I don't know. If he,
Definitely not.
Because by the way, I struck both of them out in that celebrity softball game I played in. Evans and Williams. But
Jesus Christ, what do you want us to ask for your autograph?
Yeah, please.
strike out
Here, I'll
in
give
a
it to you right now.
softball game, that says more about the person wielding the bat than the guy throwing.
You
the
know, I
pitch.
watched an
Wait,
8-year-old
wait,
girls
let's-
team play softball
Hey,
just
wait
the
a
other
minute.
month.
Let's talk about the celebrity softball game I was in, by the way.
Who was the celebrity that sponsored you?
How long ago was this?
This was, I don't
And
know,
where
a
was your
couple weeks
invite,
ago.
Dan? Aren't you a celebrity in Bethel?
Wow.
I wasn't invited to
I'm
the
a celebrity.
softball.
I'm in New Richmond, so
You're a celebrity in
celebrity in
Bethel via police cam.
so
Which
listen.
we're going to move on
So-
to soon. 45106,
Hold on, let me get this.
45157.
Let me get to this real quick before you get to that with your note and all that stuff. So I played in this last minute. They're like, "Hey, will you play in a celebrity softball game?" I'm like, "Cool, I'll play in it." So I had to teach like Jen Dalton how to hit. I had to teach Jesse Dack how to hold a bat. You know, it was
Oh
just,
my
it was
God.
crazy, man. Right?
Am I fucking old? I have no idea who these people are.
Celebrities are some of the most unathletic people you've
Who the
ever met in your
fuck are
life. I
these
can tell you
people?
that.
They're celebrities, right?
Of what?
And but here's the
They
thing:
call Instagram
Local
people
radio,
celebrities.
local radio,
Right.
and television.
and television. And but I played softball for years, so I'm teaching them and stuff. And anyways, so I'm about to come to bat. They pull what's his name who won fan of the year for the Bengals? I can't think of his name, the jeweler. What's his from the
Oh,
West
the
Side.
guy with the big, that guy.
Not the face paint guy.
That's
this
a
year.
fucking
Yeah.
celebrity. Jesus Christ.
But anyways, they
no
pull
wonder
him.
you guys
They
made the
put
cut.
the legendary kicker Jim Breach in to pitch to me. And guess what?
He strike out.
I took him yard, boys. Took him yard, boys.
It probably
Here's the
looked
thing,
like
though.
a father and son
Here's
playing.
the thing. Nobody has a video of it. That's the sad part. I took Jim Breach yard.
Well, you know what we do have video of?
What?
A very rare event that occurred last night. Jason, if you can get that ready to queue up, please.
Kiefer, this better not be what I'm thinking it is.
So let me set this video up.
I'm actually a little bit bullshit because I didn't get invited to this event.
All right.
Dude,
Well,
to some of the
Jim
celebrity softball
Calder is here. You can
Hey.
you can call him and talk to. And Jeff Hellman is here too. It happened at his house.
Get on my MySpace, dude.
I am glad.
So
I'm on that MySpace, brother.
So I was asked yesterday to fill out a foursome, go play some golf at 1:20 in the afternoon at
With
Vineyard,
three
which
dudes?
is not my. Yes, it's a foursome.
You had a 4-way with 3 dudes.
Is a common term in golf. There was 4 of us playing golf.
So it's 4, Dan. And I hear that from you a lot.
So we went to the Vineyard to play golf, and then afterwards, Jim decided he was going to stop over at our buddy Jeff Hellman's house. We went over there for a little pregame activity before the Bengals game last night, and as luck would have it, a game of putter ball broke out. Jeff Hellman got out his putter ball course.
Broke out.
And if you don't know what putter ball is a game where you have a piece of AstroTurf about 12 feet long. There's 6 holes on each side, much like beer pong.
This is going to be a long explanation.
And
Just
so
show
you and a
fucking
partner
picture.
try to make putts and get putts in all 6 of your holes before the other team gets putts in 6 of their holes. Pretty simple concept. So what happened? What happens during the course of the
It's a
game?
simple concept, but they have to explain it.
What happens
10
during the
times.
course of the game is sometimes a ball doesn't make it into the hole. And so that ball can either be a hazard or it can be an opportunity because the ball stays where where it is until the other putt is putted. So if you tap the other ball and make it into a hole and the other one goes in the hole, we call that a double tap.
How many games in a row did you win?
We didn't win any. We got beat.
All right, so my brother and I won 11 games in a row on the Kentucky Derby.
I know, but you know what a double tap is. So the thing is, though.
So I'm just saying your double tap is neat, but you didn't go 11-0.
I bet you.
We didn't.
Michael J. Fox had double taps.
My point
all the time.
is that double taps, they do happen, but to get them on video is a pretty rare occurrence. And we got one on video last night.
It's coming from the relics.
This was last night.
I know, but Dan is going to hold this.
Roll that video
until his day, his last day.
And the great.
Claim to fame. I wish I didn't film that.
See, and there's Jim. He said,
I love the fact that Jim said, I wish I did video. But guess what? Dan has an accolade to put in his fucking back pocket. But my brother, who's sitting over there, who has been on the podcast before, we went 11-0 on Kentucky Derby Day and fucking ran the table. Everybody was done. They were done. So when you get 11-0, you let me know.
You know, I just want to do
it. Got to find the right partner.
Another special shout out to
I be your partner.
Kiefer's brother. You don't want to.
You any good at putting?
I'm good, dude.
All right.
Yeah, you got to talk to him if you're his partner.
Sorry.
Shout out. Kiefer's brother is here. Mark, his son, Will. Great kid. Hillsdale College Chargers closed up their season this past week, November 11th. Final game with Ohio Dominican. The coup de grace of the season. They went 6-5 overall, 6-3 in the conference, but they went on a 5-game win streak. I cannot wait for Hillsdale Chargers next year, baby. Build on that 5-game win streak. Let's make it 15.
Let's go Hillsdale.
Let's go Hillsdale. Great college. Check it out, guys.
Let's go William Carwish. William,
check him out too. I don't know. No, you're fine.
What?
No, I said check Will out. I was just making sure nobody was going to start looking at his ass or something.
Hey, what is this right here to your right? To my right.
This?
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, that's Dan Carroll's ticket that was announced last podcast.
Oh yeah.
Let me see it.
So Dan Carroll, as was revealed on the last podcast,
the writing is very small. It's going to be hard to read that shit.
Listen, I turned 42 this year, and I got to hold it out.
Dan Carroll, after busting my balls for getting a fucking speeding ticket in Bethel by Officer Forth, coming to a courtroom near you, got a separate speeding ticket on his motorbike.
On his Harley Davidson.
Yeah. It's surprising because normally he's pushing it up fucking highways. Oh, that's rest areas. My bad. After the podcast got over on the last one, I told Dan that I could help him with his ticket, but the only remuneration I wanted was a handwritten card or letter from his lovely wife, Paula, who I believe is coming around to show some affinity towards me because I did receive said handwritten letter. Despite it not having what I wanted in it, I will still nonetheless take on said case. Rob, I've been made aware that you have offered to represent Dan in Bethel's mayor's court on the issue of his speeding ticket. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Sincerely, Paula B. Carroll.
There you go. That is a handwritten note.
Let me say it.
And it's dated 11/17/2023. Honestly, when it was kind of fatter, folded up, I thought there might be some cash in there because there was cash needed. Dan.
But you know, I'm looking at that handwriting.
You just said
I'm joking.
A male's handwriting.
No, that's written by somebody other than Paula.
That is that I have a witness.
I actually can affirm that this is Paula's handwriting.
I'm joking.
Thank you.
I do it anyways, but I've got
many cards from Dan and Paula, and this is
exactly the way she signed.
This is legit.
That is 100% legit.
I did tell Dan post podcast off air though
that 100%.
I wanted it to say, "Dear Rob, thank you for helping Danny Boy out in Bethel's mayor's court. We appreciate you tremendously. Love, Paula and Dan." I'll deal with the sincerely Paula B. Carroll printed. She does have her middle initial in there, but
that's her middle name.
I know, but I wanted Paula and Dan Carroll. Love, not sincerely. Sincerely is so
Dan,
Anthony Cox.
You didn't have all these stipulations prior to.
I sure did, but sincerely is like something.
You did not.
It's from Anthony Cox.
You just said this would be your only
remuneration.
Remuneration.
It's like some from the Midwest Little Person Association of America here. Sincerely, like Anthony Cox wrote
I
it.
think sincerely is a good word.
It is.
Hey, let's
She's sincere.
talk about our buddies at Engraved, and then we're gonna dial this down. How's that sound?
That's
Are we able to get that other piece of video in I sent you late?
what is it?
It's really good. January 6th video.
Oh yeah, I do. I gotta find it. Hold on.
Another
All right.
January 6th. You see the insurrection on October 6th?
Yeah, no shit.
Engraved in USA, in business for over 25 years, engraving your business awards, promotional items, employee and customer items, brewery drinkware, golf outing accessories, promotional and recognition items. If you are a smaller global company, global like us, prestige worldwide, baby, we have the team that can design and produce quality items to enhance your business. Call the team of Tanya, Tammy, Tim, or Rich at 513-682-2557 and say, God bless me, 100% to get the best personal touch from our friends at Engraved in USA, and it is holiday season. So make sure you link through onemoreandI'moutofhere.com's website. Shop now. You'll be redirected to the Engraved in USA website where you can purchase any item you want, but you're definitely going to want my face on that mug.
Definitely.
Especially with a mustache, as everybody can see, it's coming back, and it will be shorn next week for Thanksgiving because it is a festive time of year for the in-laws, and they love to see the porn stash. Get my face on your mug. Give it to your wife. Give it to your mother-in-law. Give it to your mother. They all love to see my face with the stash. And right into November and December with love from Rob Herking and Engraved in USA. They do have awesome shit.
They do. Everything
Check
they
it
make
out.
is very, very cool.
And if you feel good, I mean, you could just straight Venmo us shit too. We'll give you our Venmo account here soon.
Hey, we said 100% and I'm out. Can I get
shit.
another
My
one?
God.
You just said it again.
Oh,
Damn it. You got to go 99 plus 1%.
99 plus 1%. I need a
All right, we're gonna hit this video that Dan sent me real quick.
Yeah,
and then
so-
we're gonna phase out.
So Speaker of the House Mike Johnson has been saying since he took over that he would release all of the January 6th surveillance camera
Is he
video.
the one that body checked the
and
one
he
guy?
has done that. There's a link that you can go to that takes you to a House website. And I understand it's not all the video, but it's the first
I thought he was-
section
I thought you said
that has
all of
been released. This video just came across one of my favorite websites, Gateway Pundit, and roll that video.
it. Roll that beautiful.
This was
bean
posted
footage.
on Twitter by a guy named George at Busy Tweets, and he writes this: in this never before seen footage of the January 6th insurrection, you can see Capitol Police officers fighting for their lives as the violent insurrectionists endanger American democracy in real time.
I think
So,
I see urine on that one guy's pant leg.
so here we go. This is a minute. It's only a minute and 16 long clip.
They look real scared.
But look at all the Trump supporters.
They're so scared.
They
Look
look-
at all
they look
the
petrified.
yeah. Look at the Capitol Police officers there. You can see them.
God, look at that fight.
Man,
The struggle for freedom, democracy.
They're literally
Right.
talking about whether who's going to get Chick-fil-A.
right. Yeah.
Donald Trump, incited these people to go commit violence in the halls of
The one
our
cop
nation's
saluted. The
capital.
one cop saluted
All
somebody.
right, look at these two guys. They don't even know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, they're
Where are
talking.
they at?
Do you guys listen to that Rob Herking on that podcast?
Right.
Man? His pitch
So-
sucked.
This
I'm not
is
betting with him.
this is the kind of video footage that was sat on by that dumbass, fraudulent January 6th committee.
I love that.
And instead, they cherry picked little bits and pieces to try to convince you, the American people, that there was somehow an attempted overthrow of the American
It's
government.
so racist. So these people are
on
so
January
racist.
6th.
Right.
You see the "Don't Tread on Me" flags? Those carry racist connotations.
Apparently it is, but
Man,
you can see it for yourself, and people need to go see this.
Oh, I thought they turned the lights out,
You
but that
can
was the
see
video part.
Nancy Pelosi
It got dark. That's like shit.
and Adam Kinzinger
Mm.
and who's the other one? Liz Cheney. They need to be held accountable and they need to answer for this
It
shit.
reminds me of the shit I see on Fox News all the time on Palestine. What's going on over there? That was pretty
Total
comparable.
propaganda.
Total.
I love the fact that the one cop saluted somebody.
Well, there was video that
Have a
came
good
out.
time. Have a good time. Enjoy the place that you pay for. Enjoy it.
There was video camera or police body cam video that came out a week or so ago, and
Oh,
it
shit.
was the
we need to
police
get the
officer.
body cam of Dan's interaction with that officer. I'll request
Well,
that. I just hit that in my fucking head. I will do a discovery request.
Oh yeah, you had a rogue
I don't think
rooster.
she had a body cam.
You had a rogue rooster.
What the? Oh, you're a fan?
But these police officers walk into the Senate, and the guy with the with the buffalo hat on, right, with the horn sticking
Oh,
out,
that guy's awesome.
he's standing there on the floor of the Senate, and the police are saying, "Okay, time to go," and one by one they all start filing out.
What was his name? Queen Latifah?
Anna Q or
QAnon
the
Shyamalan.
the shaman.
Oh, he does all those horror movies in
That guy.
October and shit, right?
And people are walking out there telling the police, "Hey, thank you for your service. Thank you.
right.
Thank you." And the cops are like, "Come on, let's go." And one by one, they all start
Right.
walking out.
You know what?
Drinking Bros.
No violence whatsoever.
Drinking Bros interviewed him, and it was one of the best interviews ever. He was like, "Look, dude,"
He's running for Congress now.
he goes, "I don't do shit. I don't do shit wrong." He was like, "I just went in. I wanted to sit in the seat.
Right.
They said I could sit in the seat, so I did."
Right.
It's our seat. We fucking bought it.
But
Oh,
here's
shit.
But here's the thing that nobody believes that outside video where the cop like moves the gate and it starts flagging people in.
Right.
Everyone's like, that's fake. I'm like, he literally moved the gate.
No, it's not fake.
and flagged people in.
Yeah, they're like to waving him inside.
I think Roger Goodell made a phone call to Biden and said, "No, we're going to prosecute these people. We got refs. We got
There's
refs.
a flag, flag and
Yeah.
play.
Fucking ridiculous, asinine." M. Night Shyamalan, man.
So
I like
there
that
you go.
guy. with
M.
his
Night.
hat.
It's not M. Night
But, yeah,
Shyamalan.
but those other two guys,
Not?
it's a QAnon shaman.
if you
was
watch
his
that video again,
How do you spell it though?
M. Night Shyamalan is a fucking director,
How
like
do
a
you
movie
spell
director.
QAnon?
no, I think it's ANNON.
No,
No,
no.
it's Q. Fuck.
I don't know, dude.
Does he follow the proper
Listen, I went to
English
Live Oaks,
spelling
dude.
of it with a QU?
Do you have a question though?
Listen,
I know.
but
you
here's
do.
what I like about that video. If you watch the two guys in the middle, they're not even paying attention to what
They
anything
don't
that's
even
going
give a
on.
shit.
They don't give a shit.
Kind of like the guy in the middle of the podcast doesn't pay attention to shit that's going on. You know what else he doesn't pay
paying
attention
attention
to?
to.
He
I'm
doesn't
paying
pay attention to fucking proper hygiene, Dan. I know. I'm going to ask you, do you manscape?